Vaheguru, Vaheguru Sahib Ji, Satnam Sri Vaheguru Sahib Ji, Sorath Mahalla Tija, Bhagat Khazana Bhagatan Ko Diya, Now Har Dhan Sach Soe, Akhut Naam Dhan Kade Nikhut Nahi, Kine Na Keemat Paai, Bhagat Khazana Bhagatan Ko Diya, Now Har Dhan Sach Soe, Akhut Naam Dhan Kade Nikhute Nahi, Kine Na Keemat Hoye, Naam Dhan Mukh Ujle Hoye, Har Paya Sach Soe, Man Mere Gur Shabdi Har Paya Jaye, Bin Shabdai Jag Bhulda Firda, Dargah Mile Sajaye Rahao, Is Dehi Andar Panch Chor Vas Hai, Kaam Krodh Lobh Moh Ahankara, Amrit Loot Hai, Man Mukh Nahi Bujh Hai, Koi na Sunai Pukara, Anda Jagat Andh Vartara, Baaj Guru Gubara, Hau Main Mera Kar Kar Vigute, Keho Challe Na Chaldeya Naal, Gurmukh Hove So Naam ਧਿਆਵੈ, Sada Har Naam Samal, Sachi Bani Har Gun Gavੈ, Nadri Nadar Nihal, Satgur Gyan Sada Kat Chanan, Amar Sir Badshah, An Din Bhagat Karahai Din Rati, Ram Naam Sach Laha, Nanak Ram Naam Nistara, Shabad Ratte Har Paha, An Din Bhagat Karahai Din Rati, Ram Naam Sach Laha, Nanak Ram Naam Nistara, Shabad Ratte Har Paha. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Sangat Ji, today's Pavan Pavitr Hukamnama Sahib from Sachkhand Sri Harmandir Sahib is on Ang 600. It's by Guru Amar Das Ji Padshah in Sorath Rag. Guru Amar Das Ji Padshah Ji today say to us, Sorath Mahalla Tija, Bhagat Khazana Bhagatan Ko. Guru Amar Das Ji Padshah Ji saying to us, Bhagat. Bhagat here, the Tatta's got a Sihari, referring to not the devotee but actually referring to the devotion. So Bhagat here means Bhagati because of the Sihari on the Tatta. Padshah Ji saying to us that Bhagat Khazana Bhagatan Ko. They're saying that Diya. They're saying that who is it? Is saying that Vaheguru Ji themselves have given the Khazana, meaning the treasure of Bhakti, of devotional love. To who? Kende Bhagatan Ko, to the devotees. They say then they say that now Har Dhan Sach Soe. Now meaning the name of God, the remembrance of God, that connection to God, that Naam that is beating inside of us, the Gur Mantra that the Guru gives. Kende now Har Dhan. Dhan means the wealth of Naam. Sach Soe, Sach Soe. Of who? The name of that Sach. Sangat Ji here, Sach, the Chacha has got an Ankar underneath it, making it singular. So Sach here is a noun, singular, and it's masculine, referring to Vaheguru Ji, that Sacha Vaheguru Ji, that is the truth, the name of that true Vaheguru Ji that always will remain and that always has been, Soe of that one Vaheguru Ji. What Guru Amar Das Ji Paatshah Ji is telling us here, that this Bhakti da khazana, to have devotional love inside our heart towards Vaheguru Ji, is a gift. It's not something that we can bring in by force. It's not something that we can go and buy from somewhere. We can't go to the shop, and doesn't matter how much millions we may have, but there's no money in this world that can fill this heart with love, with that devotional love. Prema Bhakti. Prema Bhakti. Bhakti is when we're completely devoted towards something, devoted to that love of Vaheguru Ji. That is kirpa, that is grace. Just like Sache Paatshah Ji, Guru Arjan Dev Ji Paatshah Ji say to us as well in Sri Sukhmani Sahib. What do Guru Arjan Dev Ji tell us? They say that Aap gavaye so har gun gao. They say that Guru Sahib Ji tell us that only those that Vaheguru Ji inspires to sing, only those that Vaheguru Ji saying that Aap japaye jape so now. This is only those can actually meditate on Vaheguru Ji's name, that Vaheguru Ji themselves aap japaye, kende jeda aap, kende jinnu nu aap japaunda, Vaheguru Ji that gives them that shakti, that gives them that grace, the kirpa to be able to actually meditate on Vaheguru Ji, aap japaye jape so now. Only those are able to meditate on God's name that Vaheguru Ji gives that gift to. And then Guru Arjan Dev Ji say, Aap gavaye so har gun gao. Only those can actually sing the praises of Vaheguru Ji. Only those can be in the praise of Vaheguru. Think about this. Not everyone is able to praise Vaheguru. Many of times when something doesn't go accordingly to our plan, when something doesn't go the way that we want it to go, then what happens? Then we actually start to curse God. Even that moment when, as soon as we say, Hey Vaheguru Ji, oh Vaheguru Ji, why did you let this happen to me? Oh Vaheguru Ji, why is this happening to me? That moment, that's what it means, that to be in the complete opposite of praising Vaheguru Ji. Praising Vaheguru Ji is being in acceptance. So there's that praise that we do with the Vajja, and somebody gets a Saj and we praise Vaheguru Ji through the Gurbani Kirtan Bande. There's that praise of Vaheguru Ji, where we're in constant acceptance, in that sweet acceptance of Vaheguru Ji's will. So they say Aap gavaye so har gun gao, meaning that this is a gift from Vaheguru Ji. So what does this do? It actually takes us to a place of gratefulness. It takes us to a place of saying, Hey Vaheguru Ji, that Aap Ji da dhanwad ya, that thank you, that tu chitte aave hai teri maya, that if I am able to remember you, tu chitte aave hai teri maya, that is your kirpa, it's your blessing, it's actually Vaheguru Ji, it's your mercy that I am able to remember you. Tu chitte aave hai teri maya. That we don't always think, how much power have we actually got? If I say that, you know what, I'm going to make this happen, I'm going to make my heart well up with love. We all know this, don't we? How many times it doesn't take much for us to contemplate this, that no matter how much we want, if our mind is filled with anger for whatever reason, if our mind is in frustration, but if I say to myself, okay, from this next, in 5 seconds time, I'm going to click my fingers and that's it. I want my heart to be filled with love, and I want that name of Vaheguru Ji to be beating inside of me, and I want to get ras from it as well, and I actually want to feel the juice from it as well. I want it to be flowing inside of me, and I want it to feel sweet for me. Can it happen like that? Can it happen like that? No. Okay, so I'm asking my wife, can it happen like that? So if we click our fingers saying be filled with devotion and love, be filled with God's name, no, that means it's in the hands of Vaheguru Ji. So if it does happen for us, then it takes us to a place of gratitude. We're constantly saying that it's all Jeh Prasad Param Gat Pav hai. If I actually reach that supreme state of being connected to Vaheguru Ji, if I reach Sahaj, then even that is your grace, that is your kirpa. And the moment we are living in that mode of thank you, in that mode of Vaheguru Ji, it was you. That's actually saying the Gur Mantra from inside, saying Vah, in being in gratitude in every moment that I've got your sweet remembrance, I've got your love. So now the next question is, great, okay, it's in Vaheguru Ji's hands. So what do? Do I just sit there and twiddle my thumbs? That leaves me lost, thinking, okay, it doesn't matter what, because then the next question people ask is, alright, so then it doesn't matter, I might as well just do whatever I want in my life. I don't have to do anything because it's Vaheguru Ji that will do it for me. I've got no control over it, have I? That's not true. Because this whole cycle of life works with, we've got to do something for something to happen. Everything is working in cause and effect. So there's an effect, we'll say this is the effect of something, but what was the cause? So if the effect is that we're filled with love, there's a cause to it as well. So what's the cause? The effect was that we're filled with love. That is in Vaheguru Ji's hands. We have no power over the effect of what is going to come, but we have control over the cause. So what do we have to do? What's the cause we have to create for that effect to happen, for Vaheguru Ji to actually do that for us? What do you think it is? Where's the best place to go to ask? Let's ask Guru Sahib Ji's Bani. Guru Granth Sahib Ji answers all the questions for us, and Guru Granth Sahib Ji will say to us, they say you have to go to that place where tars paya mehramat hoi. So Sangat Ji, I apologize that we haven't got our normal editor Bhai Preet Charan Singh Ji, who normally helps us with the panktiyan. It's my wife trying to humbly do this seva today, and so she might not be able to bring up every pankti, because she will only show those lines, pankti of Gurbani, on the screen that I've pre-picked for her. So first I was thinking that I'll only actually use the pankti and that I've already taken out for her, but then I thought, no, why restrict myself? So I will be saying some pankti from Gurbani, and they won't all be coming up, because hopefully I'll teach her that for tomorrow. So she's getting there. So Sangat Ji, what's my job? What do I have to do to create that love to flow in? So I have to open the gates for that love to flow into my heart. What do I have to do? I have to receive Vaheguru Ji's pity first. I have to receive, tars literally translates to pity, but pity, that word I'm not fond of. To receive Vaheguru Ji's grace and kirpa, what do I have to do? Tars paya. I need that Vaheguru Ji's tars, but where does Vaheguru Ji's tars start from? Tars paya mehramat hoi. So first Vaheguru Ji sees that this child of mine is in pain. That tars is when Vaheguru Ji sees that my child is in pain, and then when Vaheguru Ji sees that my child is in pain, then Vaheguru Ji's heart wells up in this, and then what happens? It leads into tars pe mehramat hoi. It leads into then mehramat. What is mehramat? Mehramat is that mercy, is that kindness. I think she's accomplished it. She's got this big smile on her face. So hopefully you'll see all these panktiyan now. Then Pachaji's mehramat, that kindness will flow in. How? Because I said, main nirgun yaare ko gun nahi. The moment I go low, when I go into that place of humility, not into arrogance and say I know it all anyway. Don't worry, I know I've got the power. I will make sure that my heart is filled with love. I will make sure that my inside is beating with Vaheguru Ji's name. No, only when we go into that place of humility and say, Vaheguru Ji, I have no power. Vaheguru Ji, only when I become a little kidi, only when I become a little ant, niki kidi meh kal rakhe, only when I become as small as a little ant, meaning so humble, in humility, Niki Kiri Meh, and inside of that Kiri, when I become as small as the Kiri from inside, complete humbleness, Niki Kiri Meh, then what will Vaheguru Ji do? Kal Rakhe will put their Shakti power into us. Main nirgunayare, ko gun nahi. That when I say I have no quality of my own, all the qualities are yours, Vaheguru Ji. You have the power over instilling qualities inside of me. Main nirgunayare, ko gun nahi, ape tars paya, mehramat hoi sat gur sajjan milya. Then we'll get to unite with our true sajjan, with our true companion, with our true friend, Sangat Ji. That's how it works. So when Guru Amar Das Ji Ji is telling us today, Bhagat Kazana, Bhagatan Kaudiya, what can we do? We do this. We say, Vaheguru Ji, that I am nothing, that Vaheguru Ji, everything is you, I need you, I beg you for Bhakti. All I can do is beg you. All I can do is become this little, I become this, I do Jachana before you. Jachana means that I become this beggar and I beg you. That's all I can do, because Tum Nidan, you are the treasurer of all the gun, of all the qualities. Tum Nidan Atal Sultan, you are that true king that will never pass. You will always be. Tum Nidan Atal Sultan, Ji Jant Sab Jacha, Ji Jant Sab Jacha. That all these jeeves, all we have is to beg before you, because you hold that bhakti, you hold that love inside of you. I humble myself before you, and then you will give me that bhakti. Bhakt Kajana Bhagatan ko diya, now har tan sach soe. And then Pacha Ji say, Akhut Naam tan kade nikhutte nahi. They're saying Akhut tan. This tan, this wealth of Naam cannot be exhausted. It cannot run out. Kade nikhutte nahi. He said it can never run out. What does that mean? So when we have wealth in this world, we can, doesn't matter how much we've got. Somebody might only have, they just live from check to check, meaning that every month they just, whatever they earn, they spend that. So they just about get by in life. Somebody else has a bit more. So, but that as we're spending that wealth, it's running out. As we spend worldly wealth, somebody might have £1 million, but then they decide to buy a £500,000 house. It's reduced. They've got 500,000 left. So as we spend this worldly wealth, but they say this Naam, it will never exhaust, meaning it will never be short of what it actually can provide us. Once we've got the wealth of Naam inside of us, and inside is filled with Vaheguru, it will continue, the connection to God will continue to give us more and more. It will continue to give us prem, it will give us the jewels. That's what this wealth gets us. It gets us prem, it gets us compassion, it gets us daya, it gets us sat, it gets us truthful living. It will not run out. And even as we're getting all these gun with Naam, that Naam's not going to run out. Guru Sahib Ji saying, this is the true wealth that we have in our life. Guru Sahib Ji saying, they said, I'm the wealthiest of all. Guru Arjan Dev Ji say, they say that me, this is Ham Tanvant Bhagat Sach Nae. Kande Ham Tanvant. Guru Arjan Dev Ji said, they said, I'm the wealthiest person around. But in the Guru's house, it's not that person that has actual money and possessions and houses and has a big bank balance. It's not that person in the eyes of the Guru that is the wealthiest. Guru Arjan Dev Ji said, I'm wealthy. Why? This says, Ham Tanvant Bhagat. They said, I'm so fortunate. Bhagat Sach Nae. I've got the name of that Sacha Vaheguru Ji. I've got the name of that Vaheguru Ji that is the truth. And then in the same Bani, Guru Arjan Dev Ji say, they say that Pyo Dade Ka Khol Ditta Khajana. This is Pyo. You know, my father, Guru Arjan Dev Ji said, Guru Ram Das Ji, Pyo Dade, and my Dada, meaning Dada Guru, which in worldly relationship was their Nana Ji, Guru Amar Das Ji, kende Pyo Dade da ਖੋਲ ਦਿੱਤਾ ਖਜ਼ਾਨਾ। ਕਹਿੰਦੇ once I opened this khajana, Guru Arjan Dev Ji said of my Guru, of this Bani, they said when I opened this treasure of Bani that my Guru Ramdas Ji, Guru Amar Das Ji left for me, ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਪਿਓ ਦਾਦੇ ਦਾ ਖੋਲ ਡਿੱਠਾ ਖਜ਼ਾਨਾ ਤਾਂ ਮੇਰਾ ਮਨ ਪਿਆ ਨਿਦਾਨਾ। This says then my mind was filled with happiness. Guru Arjan Dev Ji, what are they referring to at this point when they said ਪਿਓ ਦਾਦੇ ਦਾ ਖੋਲ ਡਿੱਠਾ ਖਜ਼ਾਨਾ? That khajana, Guru Arjan Dev Ji, they didn't have all of that khajana on them, because most of that khajana, Sangat Ji, of especially of Guru Amar Das Ji, the Dada Guru, the Nana Ji in world relation, was at Goindwal Sahib. Guru Arjan Dev Ji, they said to the Sangat, can they Sangat Ji, we're going to put all of the previous Guru's Bani together. And they said, but most of the Pothia, the Bani of Guru Amar Das Ji is with their son Baba Mohan Ji in Goindwal Sahib, and they often, we've heard that they sit in their chobara, they sit in this little room and they meditate on Vaheguru Ji. They're constantly in samadhi, in meditation. Guru Arjan Dev Ji said in the Darbar, they said, is there anyone that will go and get these Pothiyas from Baba Mohan Ji? Bhai Gurdas Ji agge hoye, Bhai Gurdas Ji ਕਹਿਣ ਲੱਗੇ, ਕਹਿੰਦੇ yes Guru Arjan Dev Ji, ਕਹਿੰਦੇ give me this bakshish, give me this duty, I'll go to get the Pothiyas from Baba Mohan Ji. Bhai Gurdas Ji ਜਾਂਦੇ ਨੇ, Bhai Gurdas Ji go and they see when they got to the chobara of Baba Mohan Ji, ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਬੌਲੀ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਦਰਸ਼ਨ ਕੀਤੇ, ਇਸ਼ਨਾਨ ਕੀਤਾ। They did ਇਸ਼ਨਾਨ at ਬੌਲੀ ਸਾਹਿਬ, ਜਿੱਥੇ 84 ਪੌੜੀਆਂ ਜਾਂਦੀਆਂ ਨੇ ਥੱਲੇ, those 84 stairs that Guru Amar Das Ji had built. They did ਇਸ਼ਨਾਨ there, bathed there. Then they went and they saw that the door of the chobara was actually locked from inside. So what they did was, Bhai Gurdas Ji sat outside and they called out, and this is Baba Ji, this is Baba Mohan Ji, ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਸਾਨੂੰ Guru Arjan Dev Ji ਨੇ ਭੇਜਿਆ, Guru Arjan Dev Ji has sent us, ਕਹਿੰਦੇ to come and see you in regards to the Pothia of Guru Amar Das Ji, of their Bani. But Baba Mohan Ji was so just completely drenched in that meditation of Vaheguru Ji, they didn't get up from their samadhi, they didn't even hear Bhai Gurdas Ji. And after some while, all day Bhai Gurdas Ji tried, they knocked on the door, but Bhai Gurdas Ji left. As Bhai Gurdas Ji left, they came back and they said, ਕਹਿੰਦੇ Guru Arjan Dev Ji, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਤਾਂ ਦਰਵਾਜ਼ਾ ਵੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਖੋਲਿਆ. They said they didn't open the door to the chobara. ਕਹਿੰਦੇ Guru Arjan Dev Ji, ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਅੱਛਾ, ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਫਿਰ ਹੁਣ, ਕਹਿੰਦੇ who will go now? We still got to continue to try because we need the Pothia. Baba Buddha Ji, ਕਹਿੰਦੇ Guru Arjan Dev Ji, ਸਾਨੂੰ ਹੁਣ ਸੇਵਾ ਬਖਸ਼ੋ, ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਜਾਵਾਂਗੇ। Baba Buddha Ji, Sangat Ji, at that time was, ਪਤਾ ਕਿੰਨੀ ਉਮਰ ਸੀਗੀ? This is 1602 now. Baba Ji was born in 1506. 1506 ਦਾ ਜਨਮ ਆ, ਹੁਣ 1602 ਦਾ ਹੁਣ ਸੰਨ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ ਆ। ਬਾਬਾ ਜੀ ਦੀ ਉਮਰ ਪਿਆਰਿਓ, it was 96 years old. Baba Ji, they said I'll go. 96 years old, this is I'll go. ਬਾਬਾ ਜੀ ਗਏ ਨੇ ਤਾਂ ਬਾਬਾ ਜੀ ਹੁਣ ਬਾਹਰ ਦਰਵਾਜ਼ੇ ਦੇ ਖੜੇ ਤਾਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਵੀ ਆਵਾਜ਼ ਮਾਰੀ, ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਮੋਹਨ ਜੀ, ਬਾਬਾ ਜੀ ਸਤਿਕਾਰਯੋਗ ਨੇ ਨਾ, ਦੇ son of Guru Amar Das Ji, ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਦਰਵਾਜ਼ਾ ਖੋਲੋ। Again Bhai Mohan Ji didn't hear anything, Baba Mohan Ji didn't hear anything. So what did they do? Baba Ji, Baba Buddha Sahib Ji, ਉਹ ਸੀਗੇ, ਉਹ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਹੁਣ ਗੁਰੂ ਦਾ ਹੁਕਮ ਮੰਨਣਾ, ਅਸੀਂ ਤਾਂ ਆਏ ਹਾਂ ਪੋਥੀਆਂ ਲੈਣ। So Baba Ji actually ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਜਿਹੜੀਆਂ you know the actual hinges of the door, ਕਹਿੰਦੇ they actually picked those hinges, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਉਹ ਪੱਟ ਦਿੱਤੇ ਸਾਰੇ। ਤਾਂ ਉਹ ਪੱਟ ਕੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਉਹ ਜਿਹੜੇ the hinges of the door, ਬਾਬਾ ਜੀ ਨੇ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਦਰਵਾਜ਼ਾ ਲਾ ਕੇ ਪੜੇ ਰੱਖ ਦਿੱਤਾ। Baba Buddha Ji put the door on the side, ਕਹਿੰਦੇ soon as they did that, Baba Mori Ji came running, Guru Amar Das Ji's other son, the younger son. Baba Mori Ji came running, ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਬਾਬਾ ਜੀ, they said to Baba Buddha Ji, ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਉਠਾ ਲਿਓ ਨਾ, ਕਹਿੰਦੇ don't distract them from their samadhi, ਕਹਿੰਦੇ that ਕੀ ਪਤਾ ਸਹਿਜ ਸੁਭਾਏ ਕੋਈ ਬਚਨ ਨਾ ਨਿਕਲੇ ਆਵੇ, if they come out of their samadhi in a shock and sudden, they might say some sort of words, ਤੇ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਤੋਂ ਵਾਕ ਸਿੱਧੀ ਆ। ਵਾਕ ਸਿੱਧੀ means whatever they say comes true. ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਇੰਜ ਨਾ ਕਰੋ ਬਾਬਾ ਜੀ। ਬਾਬਾ ਜੀ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਅੱਛਾ, ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਹੁਣ ਕੀ ਬਣੂਗਾ? ਬਾਬਾ ਬੁੱਢਾ ਜੀ ਵੀ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਆਪ ਵਾਪਸ ਆਏ ਤਾਂ ਖਾਲੀ ਹੱਥੀ। Baba Buddha Ji came back as well empty handed. ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਗੁਰੂ ਅਰਜਨ ਦੇਵ ਜੀ, ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਉਹ ਤਾਂ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਬਾਬਾ ਮੋਹਰੀ ਜੀ ਨੇ ਹਟਾ ਦਿੱਤਾ ਕਿ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਸਮਾਧੀ ਚੋਂ ਨਾ ਠਾ ਲਿਓ, ਅਸੀਂ ਤਾਂ ਦਰਵਾਜ਼ਾ ਵੀ ਲਾ ਕੇ ਰੱਖ ਦਿੱਤਾ। ਕਹਿੰਦੇ I even took the door off। ਗੁਰੂ ਅਰਜਨ ਦੇਵ ਜੀ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਅੱਛਾ, ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਇਹ ਤਾਂ ਖਜ਼ਾਨਾ ਆ ਸਾਡੇ ਪਿਓ ਦਾਦੇ ਦਾ, ਕਹਿੰਦੇ this is the treasure of my forefathers, my gurus। ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਕੋਈ ਨਹੀਂ ਬਾਬਾ ਜੀ, ਹੁਣ ਅਸੀਂ ਆਪ ਜਾਵਾਂਗੇ। ਕਹਿੰਦੇ now ਕਹਿੰਦੇ I'll go myself। ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਬਾਬਾ ਜੀ ਅਸੀਂ ਹੁਣ ਆਪ ਜਾਵਾਂਗੇ। ਗੁਰੂ ਅਰਜਨ ਦੇਵ ਜੀ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਜਾਵਾਂ ਵੀ ਕਿ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਨੰਗੇ ਪੈਰੀ। ਗੁਰੂ ਅਰਜਨ ਦੇਵ ਜੀ ਪਾਤਸ਼ਾਹ ਜੀ from Sri Amritsar Sahib, from Sachkhand Sri Harmandir Sahib, where this Hukamnamas come from, barefoot, nange peri, they walked. Guru Arjan Dev Ji walked because they're going to go and get this khajana, the bani. To Goindwal Sahib, again Guru Arjan Dev Ji, they did Ishnan in the Bauli Sahib, and they sat in front of Baba Mohan Ji। ਤਾਂ ਸਾਡੇ ਸੰਪਰਦਾਇਕ ਵੀਰ ਲਿਖਦੇ ਨੇ from the ਸੰਪਰਦਾਵਾਂ, they write that Guru Arjan Dev Ji, they took a Tanpura with them, and Guru Arjan Dev Ji, that Tanpura was being played and they sang in a beautiful, beautiful sweet voice that says that Mohan tere uche mandar। ਉੱਥੇ ਗੁਰੂ ਅਰਜਨ ਦੇਵ ਜੀ ਨੇ ਸ਼ਬਦ ਉਚਾਰਨ ਕੀਤਾ। they sang the ਸ਼ਬਦ, this is ਮੋਹਨ ਤੇਰੇ ਉੱਚੇ ਮੰਦਰ। they said your mahal, this place, this house that you stay in, Mohan, ਉੱਚੇ, they are so great, ਮੋਹਨ ਤੇਰੇ ਉੱਚੇ ਮੰਦਰ। and when Guru Arjan Dev Ji saying this, Baba Mohan Ji in their samadhi, but the sweet voice of Guru Arjan Dev Ji, ਅੰਦਰੋਂ ਹਲੂਣਾ ਜਿਹਾ ਕੁਛ ਛਿੜਿਆ ਅੰਦਰੋਂ, something moved them from inside Baba Mohan Ji, and this bani of Guru Sahib Ji, and they said Mohan's my name, are they referring to me? Uche are my mandir, the house that I sit in is great? What do they mean? Guru Arjan Dev Ji saying, can they, you over here saints come here and sing the praises of God, your mandir are uche, your the house that you stay in is great. And the deeper meaning Guru Arjan Dev Ji was saying to them was that the house of Vaheguru Ji is the greatest। Baba Mohan Ji uthe, and the more and more Guru Arjan Dev Ji sang the shabad, and they continued to sing the shabad, Baba Mohan Ji was just, their heart melted। Guru Arjan Dev Ji ਕਹਿਣ ਲੱਗੇ, ਜਦੋਂ ਬਾਬਾ ਮੋਹਨ ਜੀ ਸਮਾਧੀ ਚੋਂ ਉੱਠੇ ਦੇ came out of their meditation, ਗੁਰੂ ਅਰਜਨ ਦੇਵ ਜੀ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਮੋਹਨ ਜੀ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਸਾਡੇ ਪਿਓ ਦਾਦੇ ਦੀਆਂ, to our ਕਹਿੰਦੇ fathers Guru Ramdas Ji, you got some of their bani, but Guru Amar Das Ji's bani, the Pothia that you have, ਅਸੀਂ ਉਹ ਲੈਣ ਆਏ ਹਾਂ, we've come to collect them because we're going to collate all the bani together now and put it into one place। ਬਾਬਾ ਮੋਹਨ ਜੀ ਕਹਿਣ ਲੱਗੇ, ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਗੁਰੂ ਅਰਜਨ ਦੇਵ ਜੀ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਇਹ ਤਾਂ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਪੋਥੀਆਂ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਸਾਡੇ ਜਾਣ ਨਾਲੋਂ ਵੀ ਪਿਆਰੀਆਂ ਨੇ। ਕਹਿੰਦੇ these ਪੋਥੀਆਂ, ਇਹ ਤਾਂ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਇੱਕ ਮੇਰੇ ਹਿਰਦੇ ਦਾ ਹਿੱਸਾ ਆ। Baba Mohan Ji said this pothi is a part of my hirda, part of my heart। ਗੁਰੂ ਅਰਜਨ ਦੇਵ ਜੀ ਕਹਿਣ ਲੱਗੇ, ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਬਾਬਾ ਜੀ, ਬਾਬਾ ਮੋਹਨ ਜੀ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਜੇ ਇਹ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਹਿਰਦਾ ਆ, if these are a part of your heart, ਗੁਰੂ ਅਰਜਨ ਦੇਵ ਜੀ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ I will look after this bani, I will look after this bani to that extent that even ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਜੇ ਜਾਨ ਵੀ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਮੇਰੀ ਦੇਣੀ ਪੈ ਜਾਵੇ, ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਮੈਂ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਇਸ ਬਾਣੀ ਨੂੰ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਮੈਂ ਸੰਭਾਲ ਕੇ ਰੱਖੂੰਗਾ। ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਜੇ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਹਿਰਦਾ ਆ, ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਮੈਂ ਤੁਹਾਡਾ ਹਿਰਦਾ ਕਦੀ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਖਰਾਬ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੋਣ ਦਊਂਗਾ, ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਹਿਰਦੇ ਨੂੰ ਕਦੀ ਮੈਂ ਭੰਗ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੋਣ ਦਊਂਗਾ, ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਮੈਂ ਜਾਨ ਤੱਕ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਮੈਂ ਦੇ ਦੂੰਗਾ, ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਪਰ ਇਸ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਹਿਰਦੇ ਨੂੰ ਕੁਝ ਹੋਊਗਾ ਨਹੀਂ। Guru Arjan Dev Ji said these beautiful words. This says Baba Ji, they said if you're saying this Pothia, this bani is your heart, then Guru Arjan Dev Ji Paach Ji said, then I will give my life, but I will not let anything happen to your heart. And Sangat Ji, and this happened because when Guru Arjan Dev Ji Sache Paach Ji went to Lahore, and at that point when Jahangir said to Guru Arjan Dev Ji, ek shart eya, that one of the things that how you can spare your life is this, that if you are to alter this bani and put the praise of Prophet Muhammad into this bani, they said then I will spare your life। Guru Arjan Dev Ji Paach Ji ਕਹਿਣ ਲੱਗੇ, ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਮੈਂ ਇੱਕ ਅੱਖਰ ਵੀ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਇਸ ਬਾਣੀ ਦਾ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਬਦਲਣ ਲਈ ਤਿਆਰ ਨਹੀਂ, ਕਹਿੰਦੇ not even one letter of this bani will I alter, meaning that Guru Arjan Dev Ji Paatsh ne bachan ditta. They said to Baba Mohan Ji, kende if this is your heart, then I will give my life for this heart. ਇਹ ਬਚਨ ਪੂਰੇ ਕੀਤੇ ਗੁਰੂ ਅਰਜਨ ਦੇਵ ਜੀ ਨੇ. Guru Arjan Dev Ji Paatsh Ji took the Bani at that point. This is that Bani, that referring to in this Shabad, Guru Arjan Dev Ji saying, ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਪਿਓ ਦਾਦੇ ਦਾ ਖੋਲ ਡਿੱਠਾ ਖਜ਼ਾਨਾ ਤਾਂ ਮੇਰੇ ਮਨ ਭਇਆ ਨਿਧਾਨਾ, and my mind was filled with happiness. They call this Bani a khajana. How does this relate? How does Shabad relate to this Shabad? It relates this way. The Bani, our Bani is a khajana, is a treasure. From this Bani, is Bani te har naam paenda Paatsh is Bani te. From this Bani, we get this wealth of Naam. This Bani will make us say Vah. This Bani will make us say Vaheguru, 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 Vaheguru. And as we get filled with Vaheguru, we will see Vaheguru Ji everywhere. No matter where we look, there will be only but Vaheguru Ji. Whatever sound we hear, there will be Vaheguru Ji. Then this Bani, as we read this Bani, we get that wealth of Naam, and from the wealth of Naam we get the jewels, we get all the treasure. Then we get the treasure of Prem, we get this Prema Bhakti, our heart is filled with love. Sangat Ji, Jeta Kita Teta Nau Virnave Nahi Ko Thau. What does it mean to see Naam everywhere? That is that avastha, that is that state, that Naam is in my heart of Vaheguru Ji. Then no matter what I hear Vaheguru Ji in there. Jo bolta hai mirg meen pankheru. Kende jo bolta hai mirg meen pankheru. They said to somebody, it is actually what? It's a deer. It's the sound of a deer. Jo, this is, but whatever is speaking, whatever jo bolta hai, whatever is speaking, jo bolta hai mirg, whether it be a deer, jo bolta hai mirg meen, whether it be a fish making a sound, jo bolta hai mirg meen pankheru, whether it be a bird making a tweeting sound, it doesn't matter. Jo bolta hai mirg meen pankheru. Kende but for me, what Guru Arjan Dev Ji Paatsh Ji saying, kende par mere vaste, kende jo bolat hai mirg meen pankheru, so bin har japat hai nahi koi nahi hor. So Guru Arjan Dev Ji Paatsh saying for me that har bin, they said without Vaheguru Ji, for me it is nobody else other than Vaheguru Ji's sound, Vaheguru Ji's voice. Meaning that you then see Vaheguru Ji's name in everything. That Vaheguru Ji's name is behind every sound that you hear. That wherever you look now, that you are in Vismad, you are in awe of Vaheguru Ji. Vaheguru Ji's name is in everything now. So Sangat Ji, that ਇਹਦਾ ਆਪਾਂ ਇੱਕ ਦਿਨ ਖੁੱਲ ਕੇ ਵਿਸਥਾਰ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਇਹਦੀ ਕਥਾ ਕਰੂੰਗੇ. We'll do that. One day we'll do it in a lot more detail on what it means to be able to see God's name everywhere. So I'll probably have to change the title on this katha because I'm not going to get to cover that now because I went into the Sakhi. But this is our khajana. This Bani will give us the Naam, and that Naam is the wealth that never runs out of giving us qualities, the jewels of Vaheguru Ji's qualities. How do we get Vaheguru Ji to bless us with that devotion, towards this Bani? When we in humility beg for it, we become the beggar. So this is the sequence. You can make a note of it. Number 1, first we in humility we beg. From begging, Vaheguru Ji will give us devotion. Once we get that devotion for this Bani, from this Bani of this treasure, we will get Naam, we'll get the wealth. From that Naam, we'll be able to purchase then Gun, the qualities of Vaheguru Ji, which are Prem, which are love, which are Daya, which are compassion. So there we go. We've got a sequence there, Sangat Ji. Paatsh Ji then here say to us that Akut naam tan kade nkutte nahi. This wealth of naam never comes to an end. Kine na कीमत hoye, that it cannot be valued. This naam is invaluable, that you cannot put a value to this name of God. Naam tan mukh ujle hoye. Those that actually have the name of God inside of their faces are radiant, are shining. Har paya sach soe. They are the ones that attain that Sacha Vaheguru Ji, that have union with Vaheguru Ji, that have name of God in their heart. Man mere gur shabdi har paya jaye. That oh my mind, hey mere man, oh my mind, gur shabdi, through the Guru Shabad, through the Guru's teachings, har paya jaye. That's how I have union with Vaheguru Ji. Bin shabda, that if somebody hasn't got the teachings of the Guru, bin shabde jag pulda firda, the world is wandering around lost without the Guru, without a true Guru's teachings. Dargah mile sajaye, and they'll actually be punishable in the court of God. Rahao, Bhai Singh Bisram, contemplate on this. Is dehi andar panch chor vase. Guru Sahib Ji saying those that don't follow the teachings of the Guru, what are they filled with? They aren't filled with the wealth of Naam. They are filled with what? With the panch chor, with these 5 thieves that then are constantly looting us. If we don't take on the teachings of our Guru, what is then looting us constantly is kaam, is desires, krodh, anger, lobh, greed, moh, attachment, ahankar, arrogance, pride. And then what do they take away from us? They take away our amrit loota hai. They take away our gun. They take away any goodness that we've got inside of us, any bit of kindness we've got inside of us. It robs us from that kindness. Manmukh nahi bujhe. But Guru Sahib Ji saying those that are following their mind and not the Guru, they said they don't understand this. Koi na sune pukara. And then who is meant to hear their cry when they are responsible for their own actions? Anda jagat and vartara. Guru Sahib Ji saying that the world, this blind world is and vartara, is going about their work, going about their whole life in complete utter blindness. Baj Guru Gubara, because without a Guru it's complete and utter darkness. Gubara means darkness. Haume mera kar kar vigutte. In ego and saying mera, in this ego of saying this is mine, being possessive about everything. Haume mera kar kar vigutte. I'm completely ruined. Eho challe na chaldeya naal. This is not what is going to actually aid us when we leave this world. Our ego is not going to be of any help to us when we leave this world. Gurmukh hove so naam tyave. They're saying become a Gurmukh, somebody that follows the Guru's teachings, so that you can then meditate on the name of God. Sada har naam samal. Always remember the name of God. Samal means to remember. Simran kar us Vaheguru Ji Parmeshwar de naam da. Sachi Bani. This Bani is full of the truth. The Guru's Bani, har gun gaave, and then praise Vaheguru Ji through this Bani. Nadri nadr nihal. And then when we get the Nadri is a name for Vaheguru Ji, the one that showers us with their glance of meher, of kirpa, of their mercy. Nadr nihal. And with their nadr, with their kirpa, with their blessings, we go nihal. We're just in complete ecstasy. And then Satgur Gyan, Sada Kat Chanan, Satgur Gyan. And then our heart will be filled with the Gyan, with the true wisdom of our true Guru, Kat Chanan, and it will light our heart up. It will show us the way of how to live this life. Amar Sirbad Shaha. And they're saying that Amar meaning that the Amar, the command of Vaheguru Ji is above everyone, even above the Badshahs, even above the kings of this world. And then Bhagat Kare Din Rati, those that are drenched in that loving devotion night and day, Kare Din Rati, then Pachi Singh Kende Ram Naam Sach Laha. They are the ones that are actually taking the Laha, are actually reaping the profits of that name of God. Nanak Ram Naam Nistara. Then they're saying that Nanak Ram Naam Nistara. Nistara means to be liberated. The name of God is what will liberate us all. Shabd Ratte Harpaha. We will only be able to get the name of God, if we're imbued, ratte means imbued, if we're imbued in the Shabad, in the Guru's teachings. So only when we connect to this Bani will we be able to connect to God's name. When we connect to God's name from inside, we'll see the name of God in everything, in every sound we hear, in everything that we experience and we see, we will see the name of God. So संगत जी इतनी एक बेनती है प्रवान, एक नहीं पर अनेका ही गलतियां हो गई हैं, मैंने अनजान बच्चा समझ के बख्श देना. Please forgive me for all my mistakes. Oh, please everyone come together, give me your blessings, and let's say that blessed Fateh of Dhan Sri Guru Gobind Singh Ji Sache Paatshah Ji, and let's all say Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Satnam 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 Ji, Vaheguru 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 Ji. Satnam 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 Ji, Vaheguru 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 Ji. Satnam 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 Ji, Vaheguru 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 Ji. Satnam 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 Ji, Vaheguru Vaheguru Vaheguru